Unless there's a new one since yesterday. I'll check after this. TikTok has been glitchy for a couple of months now. Wait, I'm trying to catch up on comments. Okay, Terry said that somebody used a health issue to scam people for themselves and delete it after she reported.
Dang, a day?
That was after she reported it, so maybe it's different if you're the organizer of it.
But
Oh
can they still
gosh.
collect donations before it's taken down, I wonder?
Absolutely.
That's why they should put a stop. If somebody's
Well,
taking it
should.
down, they should put a stop to any donations at that point. You know what I mean?
I agree. I won't tell everyone to report it, but if you feel the need that it should be, I would say do that. Follow your gut. And that's just whatever you believe, right? I also do feel that if people did donate to it, that they should be offered a refund to it, as it is being taken down too, right? She deleted her TikTok page. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It was down as soon as you stopped it. Okay. Was it easy to stop it, Jess? I've never had one. What did you miss? Oh, man. We've been talking. Okay, this live has been about WTF and the GoFundMe and her other dry bags of things that I've noticed and have been speaking about for over a month, including some things she said that were false. One of the people that she's wanting to fundraise to take to court is completely innocent, and I've seen proof of that. Okay. Is okay. Her accused people of things. It's changed people multiple times. Now it's on 5 people. One of those 5s I know for a fact is innocent, and that's Fruit Cocktail. Okay, and what else did we cover? Her TikTok is down now. I guess she's gonna take down the GoFund for 20K. That's what she said. I didn't watch the live she was in, so I'm going off of what comments have said.
Can I ask an actual question to the chat really quick?
Yeah.
Do any of you that kind of walk these streets ever try to discuss what happens in these streets with somebody who doesn't walk these streets?
Yes. You can't.
And you can't, right? They wouldn't understand what we see and talk about every day. Does anybody else have like that? Does that happen to anybody in chat? I'm just curious. Okay, yes.
Jazzy Mom, what do you mean? It didn't. Her comment says the GoFund didn't mention one thing about possible being used as WTF defense. Why would she have to have her comment? Is that what you said? I'm just confused.
All right, thank you all for making me feel sane again, because I thought it was only me, because I think about the conversations we have and how people that aren't in this realm would
I
literally
mean,
think we're crazy.
it's 2 cones and a yeast infection. We're talking about WTF. Like that right
Exactly.
there. People are going to look at you like you have 5 heads because that's how it sounds. I don't know why it's looping. I'm sorry. I have full bars. I have full bars. He thinks it must be satire. I don't know if she's refunding money. There was a few people that went to the live she was in and asked questions and they left more confused, which seems to be, again, a pattern. Now she left the app, so I guess it's quite a pattern. I hope people can reach out to her if they've donated and want refunds. I hope they have a way to. The app, so I guess I don't know how. I hope people can reach out to her if they've donated and want refunds. I hope they have a way to.
I mean, that's the thing. If I knew that what I was saying was 100% true and honest, why would I leave? I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I wouldn't need to leave because I didn't do anything wrong.
No, I agree. Okay, Jazzy said violation of probation charges. She said if filed against her, she'd use those funds for her defense. Oh,
I thought those funds, what? I'm confused.
I thought the funds.
I thought those funds, what? I'm confused.
I thought the funds were to take.
No way. Did
The
she
other-
say that in
I
her
thought
I
life?
thought that,
funds.
wait. I thought the funds were for her to take people to court. Now she needs it
I
as a defense fund?
now I need.
I think
Wait, Megan. Taylor asked her about making money off of the situation with English. Now about making, and she said she didn't. That's funny. And she said she didn't. I don't have proof she did, but I just know it was said she did. I agree, Chrissy. I don't think they're gonna get that money back. I just don't.
And are we gonna yell
I just don't.
are we gonna yell and scream about the 70-year-old woman that got taken advantage?
Chrissy, I don't think they're gonna get that money back. I just don't.
she said it wasn't for a civil attorney. Wow.
I'm confused.
So people are saying when you use GoFundMe while on probation for fraud, you may have new charges.
Wait, what?
And then it says another comment says she WTF said it wasn't for us. Comment says she was pressed in that live. But that's what she was asking for in the GoFundMe was to take them to court. Because she said she already paid the $5,000 to take Boss Lady. But there was no proof actually of that.
Was offering money for what she thought she heard and what she didn't hear. Well, apparently we were told by someone that is very well in, I guess, around English, that English paid her $1,000 for her saying that she was in our live and she heard exactly what she heard come out of our mouth. Well, Taylor asked her about it because we were all in a group chat on TikTok. And she told us that absolutely not. She did not make $1,000 off of us. She only made that Cash App about a week ago, which was right when Rooftop Rosie got sick and needed to go to the vet. If you go look
Yep.
up that Cash App was made in 2020.
Yeah.
The one that
Anyway,
she's denying. I just made it. It's no, it ain't. I got
I
a
just made it
screenshot.
a
Where
week
you said
ago.
it. Mm-hmm.
guess what? I'm going to tell y'all something. I think it was March 23rd is when I did my live. Pretty sure it was March 23rd is when I did my live about her right after the cat fundraiser. And that was a
You
month
broken.
ago. Did I
Right.
break?
And so she said that Cash App, she said, and I have the screenshots of the chat because I made sure to take it. And there was several people in that chat. Shay Baby was in there. Lightning Strikes was in there. Stewie was in there. Where she said, I only made that Cash App about a week ago. Well, when you go click on KRT 2323, I have a screenshot of it. You made that in 2020. So did you make $1,000 off being a lying person or fucking no? That's what I want to know. Did she make $1,000 off of English or not for lying? Because she was not in that live at all. She was in the live the night before because I have her comments where she was getting up, getting ready for work.
It
It
was
wasn't
my
the night that
life.
was in there. It was a Taylor's live
Yep.
that she was in. Taylor has the comments. Taylor has the screenshots.
Yeah, I can't do the
Would not
liars.
English be able to settle this very quickly and show proof that she sent
She
her
won't.
the 1,000?
I went
She won't settle
into
it.
a live last night, and I was worried about getting blocked because I was running from one little mod that couldn't catch me, but I was trying to get in a box with English, and that
And you
didn't
know
work
what?
out.
I don't have a problem with English. The problem that I
Couldn't
have
catch
with
me,
her
bitch.
is she went to everybody around me about my live and didn't come to me at all. Didn't message me, didn't message anybody. She messaged Taylor, she messaged y'all, she messaged Outlaws, but she never come to me about my live. That's my problem with her. You run around this
No,
app running your
Christy, it was
mouth.
her. It was her,
So
Christy. It was her.
So
I
I just popped in real quick because I was in that live. She definitely just walked and ran into a wall 752 times. She was stumbling
She
on
sure
her
did.
words. She didn't know what to say, what to do. When Chrissy came up, is really when she was like,
Yeah.
like she didn't know what to do because she was saying, she went from it's not for criminal, it's for civil. The DA and her police don't care. And Chrissy's like, well, no attorney is going to go above a DA. So what are
They're
you trying to
not.
prove here?
Yeah.
And even OG, which I don't know if you know, OG does bail bonds. Like OG, knows
Yeah.
some laws too. And OG's like trying to tell her the same thing. And she just wasn't listening to anything anybody had to say, just as well as OG's trying to explain to her, in order to have a revenge corn case, it has to be you have to be known who you are, so face or whatever. She's like I just had this happen. She's like, so your face is not shown in anything. And she's like, but it's behind an no, it's not behind OnlyFans. And that some girl came up and said, if it came from OnlyFans puts a watermark. None of those photos have an OnlyFans watermark on them.
No.
And then as for
Because then the
video,
timestamp and stuff on it. The timestamp
Well, the
on it,
video-
right?
Stop for a second. Somebody just said somebody.
if that's true, I'm gonna hit this floor, guys.
I swear
I
to
mean,
God.
she
Hold on, I'll
not
go
say
look.
that she took her
Go say
GoFundMe down.
Nikki. Go say
down.
Nikki.
I seen one of Nikki's comments. It was down, but it was still in her bio. It was still searchable. You can still find it. All I'm saying is, you know what? If anybody talks the English, tell her she can come find me. She never comes to me about my
I'll be
life.
fucking damned. Somebody really just donated $1,000 fucking dollars.
Shut up. Somebody
Nope.
drop Nikki. I'm done with her and drop me. Sue.
Oh my gosh. What is it? Yeah, 1930.
You guys
is
have to
sitting at.
realize.
Yeah, 1930.
You guys
is
have
sitting-
to that are trusted people. She's been putting their names on stuff. Okay? Like
Right,
she
Right, like she did to me and Lisa. Like the only reason she did that was
I know.
knowing it would bring more attention to the GoFundMe.
But now
I
she's
agree.
It was
I
knowing
know.
it would bring.
it now that she done got
You
her
want to know why
stack.
she removed it? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, she's a liar.
Because you could file on that.
Well, listen. Another big creator on here reached out to a mutual friend and said, you might want to tell her to take her name off before legal actions are taken against her. And boom, it was gone.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
And then she's over there saying she never brought the GoFundMe to TikTok. I have this. She's over there saying she never brought the GoFundMe to TikTok. I have the screenshot of her bringing the
That's what I'm saying.
out on it.
Nookie reposted it. What did
I
she
know.
do? She didn't bring it to TikTok. She absolutely did. And then what happened was it got reported and taken down. So in the comments, someone asked her how they could, and she said, I can't put it here. It's over on my YT.
Well,
She brought
ladies,
it to TikTok.
This is insane.
I just come up to ask that question because it was brought to our attention that she did make $1,000
Do you know where
to lie
that
and
came
say
from?
she was been our live. Chrissy Ahmed. I'll say it.
Okay.
Chrissy
Nigga got
Ahmed's
kicked.
the one that told
I-
somebody. And
that was weird.
Chrissy
Nigga got
Ahmed's
kicked.
the one that told
I-
somebody in
that was
our
weird.
group.
You were lagging so bad when I was down in the comments. I had to keep backing out and coming back in because it was just going on a loop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm sorry.
But-
I don't know why.
No,
But
it's
no,
TikTok. It
and
ain't you.
CliffNotes Anna, the reason I say that is because they said that you got money, that other ladies got money that English went to, and that's fine. Because y'all did bother to come ask us, but English didn't come to me herself. That's my problem with her. I would have told her, I would have showed her whatever she wanted. But
Yeah.
past
She just
that,
don't
to sit
believe
there-
that you deleted it for that.
Well, I
She
deleted
do-
it so Jenny Shane could get her live back. She can believe me or not. I don't care. I'm not here to
That's how
to
you
go
get
back and
appealed.
forth with her. She was offended. She thought I said a racial slur. That's not what I said. I said I was at a 3-6 Mafia concert, and when they said they were singing their lyrics and the N word come up with the A at the end, and they turned the mic to the crowd and they got crickets because everybody there is pasty fucking white. They said white folks can say it, and I said no, you can't. We cannot say that. You can all day long. You do, you boo, but that ain't gonna be us. And that's what
just
she's
wanted to
pressed
throw this
about.
up.
That's fine.
So she wanted to sit there and say that I was messaging people telling them not to donate. You can clearly see what I said. I respect you, but giving WTF money for this bullshit is crazy. She's lying to everyone. This is the only lying to everyone. This is the only person I messaged because I've been around this person for a while, and I seen that not only has she given her money for this, she's also given her money for the cats.
Yeah.
So since she wanted to sit
wow.
there and lie, that is what I said. I come with my receipts, WTF, and I didn't say not to give you money. I said that you are lying to everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she's upset about. I don't know why is she coming after me.
As well as, hold on, we'll go one step further real quick. Hold on.
Oh, please.
She might want to tell the truth about her charges because I have them all. She was just charged in 2022. She is on federal or felony probation until 2032.
Now, is that for theft, conversion,
There you
or
go.
deception?
Let me
Girl, I
look
can't
this.
read that. I'm 49.
So theft by so each state's different. It is theft by deception. Some states just use it. They word it as theft by conversion.
So it's the same thing as stealing funds. That is a definition of it. It is absolutely. So you're meaning to tell me she's going to go through all of this on probation?
Oh,
Do you
well,
know
that's
that?
what I didn't know
Go
this.
ahead.
Everybody, I heard CliffNotes reading that comment. So OG said, yes, if you are on probation, there's a fine line of you being able to make a GoFundMe. So yes, technically she might be in more trouble for making a
They could
GoFundMe
pick her
because
up
of her
on
being
that.
on. Yes.
Doesn't GoFundMe have a clause that you can't? And she said that she's a felon, did she not? You can't be a felon and create a GoFundMe.
Yes.
I don't know
You
about
cannot-
that.
You cannot
Yes,
be
if
a
a judge,
felon.
that's
and
breaking
create
the
a
judge's
GoFundMe.
orders.
Yes, there is clauses in GoFundMe. So, I mean, the public records don't lie. I just don't get why she's like, the thing is she's lying when you have all this stuff like behind you, like that you knew people could find. So why would you
I'd be
continue
scared
going?
to death.
Right, I
Because
would
if y'all
I'd be
You've
scared
ever
to death
seen-
on probation.
Have y'all ever seen the issues where people made GoFundMes for fees for people that are facing murder charges and things like that, minus certain cases like that? she saw this man on the street, I want to say in New York when she was going to Harvard or something, and she got him all these funds. It come out that he was somebody that DV'd a woman. I want to say he SA'd a woman, and he was a felon. And the money was for the felon. And GoFundMe refunded over $500,000 because he was a felon and he was receiving the funds. They do not allow that on their platform.
We got her in a
Listen,
headlock up here, Ange.
I'm sure Dry Rub is listening on another account. Just know I'm snitching, bitch. Love y'all.
I can't
But
stand her.
I want to finish saying what I'm going to say and I'm going to drop so I can go make dinner. But
There it
all I
is.
know is we
There it is.
confronted her about making
Yep.
$1,000 off of us for saying she was in our live. She said she didn't get it. I would ask English. English don't talk to me, but I want to know if she made $1,000 for lying. I do want to know because the very 2 weeks later, her cat was at the vet. You got $1,000 off of lying. You should have had $1,000 to take your animal
Wait a
to the vet
minute.
instead of buying
I
a
thought.
TV.
I
Yeah.
thought.
Take your animal
Wait a
to the vet
minute.
instead of buying
I
a
thought.
TV.
I
Yeah.
thought
That's
the
all
whole
I'm saying.
reason for the vet was because the cat needed a C-section. Isn't that what she needed money for?
She took cats.
I bet so too, Brandy.
Like, she didn't. I personally don't believe she needed to take the cat. That's how cats are. Cats go in labor. They, you know, they had an X-ray to find out how many babies were in there. She still never showed how much money she got back then because she used two separate cash apps back then. The one you said, the HT something 2323. She used that one and a WTF satire one that she had just made 2 days prior. She said. Plus, she
I'm
had
telling
the
you.
vet number. She didn't need.
This
I'm
is
telling you, she didn't need to take the cats to the vet 2 times. She just didn't. Okay. She still hasn't been transparent in that situation, and now
love you,
she's
hot
made
mess.
over $2,000 for this GoFund.
Yeah,
Just
because she
saying.
is getting money on
This is
Venmo.
contempt of court. This is contempt of court. That is against the judge's orders right there. That is contempt. You can go to jail with your felon ass right there for that.
Yeah.
Period. No questions
And my
asked.
biggest thing is she ran. She literally ran after that live. Boom, her account is gone.
Yeah, and I wasn't there. I didn't watch it because I was over here. But
Oh, OG kept her straight though.
I was going to say, which CliffNotes, if you want, I can email you the clips that I recorded of that live. I recorded a pretty big majority of it.
okay, I'll message
Right,
you
Ange.
if I don't see a repost of it.
Okay, yeah, if you don't, I screen recorded probably about 20 minutes of it.
Okay. Yeah, this.
But the
it's
fact
just-
she ran tells me she's guilty. I mean, that to me, that's guilt.
the cat had a respiratory infection. Maybe it did. I didn't see anything on the receipt about a respiratory infection. I saw for an X-ray and an
Also,
exam.
God, I'm so glad you said about that receipt. So she literally, bitched that she was doxxed, right? But the only thing
Yeah.
she blacked out on the receipt was the address. Not the name of the freaking vet, the address. Like, people couldn't just, Google the name and find out where the
Google
vet
it.
was?
Yep. And it shows the road and everything on there. The address.
I was like, wait a minute,
Elmo.
she only blocked that out.
And while Nicole has that pulled up, the total was 20,000. She said I'll update accordingly when I get donations and stuff like that. If you went and looked on her videos of people donating, I sent Venmo, Cash App. I'll send next week on Cash App. That 1930 probably isn't everything that she's received. Let's just be honest,
Well,
because people donate Cash App. That 1930 probably isn't everything that she's received. Let's just be honest,
Well,
because that
here's
goal
my
hasn't
thing,
been
though.
updated.
855, right? And then 1930. Like, what? The math ain't mathing.
That's
Because she
It's a
said, I'll
20K
update.
goal.
Remember,
Where's my
20K goal.
Remember,
That's
in
right.
the comments, she said, I'll
Wait a minute.
update GoFundMe as I get funds sent to me
The math
through
ain't
Cash App and
Look
mathing.
at
Venmo.
It
That's
was at a
not right.
20K goal, and
Right.
now it says only 10%. If you got
Oh, wait. Hold on, I got
But
another
her
screenshot for you.
10%, the
1930,
20,000, remember she said when someone sent on GoFund or on her Venmo, she said she'll update it on GoFundMe.
There you go. That was from earlier today. I cannot believe that in less than 24 hours, 1,080 has been raised. The math ain't mathing.
She's getting money on Cash App and Venmo. She's adding it all
Yes.
together.
Yep.
Yeah, when she gets it from her app, she will update it on GoFundMe, but she hasn't updated all of it because it doesn't add up.
And all I'm saying is, a month ago, when she raised money for the cat, she never showed how much money came in. We won't see this.
But she
I
also
can
never
guarantee we
showed
won't.
how much money she actually completely spent at the vet from, office visit to end from start to finish. There was never
Right.
a receipt shown for that or how much she totally got and she
Exactly.
totally spent. To me, complete transparency is okay, I asked for 800, I got 1,000. It only was 650 at the vet. There's this much
Yep.
left over. What are you doing with it? Are you getting the
Right.
animals around
Exactly.
your house fixed? Or
Well,
are you
my
I
thing is,
can.
pocketing it?
how did she go from 1080 now to 1930, but the goal was at 19855? Like, nothing is adding up here.
She's definitely over 2,000, but if her original goal was 20K and it says 1930, the math, that means she upped her goal, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So she
And
asked
that's,
for a Ring camera.
yeah, what is up
She
with
asked
that?
for a Ring camera. How in the hell? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This what gets me upset. She's
I
a
get it.
concerned parent about her child and being doxxed in school and all that.
Mute.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicole. Nicole,
You
I think
better
I can
mute
help
me.
you on that. What you said on there, my dear. Where it
What?
showed in the 24-hour period. What was that again?
Hold on. Hold
Um,
on. Let me pull it up. That was,
like over 1,000, right?
yeah, this was earlier
Okay,
today. She said
1,080.
1080.
Right, and then you take that. What happened? Why the total went down before the 1,000 was added is because since this live started, people have gone and requested refunds. So GoFundMe has refunded some people. That's why you're seeing the total. Like, say,
What if
I
she
don't know how
went
to
and paid a
explain it. I'm
lawyer
sorry,
when
I
she
suck
left
at
that
explaining
live?
this. Yeah, but that.
Yeah, because I could tell you when you search her Venmo, you could see there's I seen 2 payments on her Venmo. You can
Yep.
search somebody and see the.
I just wanted to
Yep.
let you know, Nicole, that's why the numbers seem fishy because I've noticed since this live, the total has gone down due to the only way that it could have dropped is people are requesting refunds.
No, that
Okay,
makes sense
Would it?
now then.
Hang on. That don't
You
make.
boot me back out?
it still doesn't make sense because go back to the other screenshot. Her original goal was
Hold on.
20,000 and it is stating that she got 1,930. 20 minus 1,930 is like
1910.
18,070.
And
Right, but
Karen
why has
Holmes
that
made a
number not really
comment that said
changed?
it takes weeks for GoFundMe to refund you. It wouldn't stop right away. No,
Yeah.
GoFundMe
No,
would
but
have to freeze her campaign and investigate it to start giving refunds. If multiple people started asking for one, they would freeze the whole campaign and you wouldn't be able to donate right now.
right, but it does also, it'll still, according to what I research, and I don't know if it's right or not, it's just Google, that it will still come off with what we can see. But whether that's true or not, I don't know. I just wanted to let Nicole know that I have watched and it has gone down. And
Right.
and
But
No,
I
I
100%
think what
appreciate
the
that.
will
Thank
ladies
you.
are
agree.
saying and what
We'll
they're
see.
pointing out is the original GoFundMe was 20,000. And
Yeah.
And
then
now it's
she
saying
said
19.8.
and now it's saying 1980 like 19,855, but she said she would be taking the total down herself when she got donations through
Right. Yep.
other apps,
So
which is
she
probably
has it.
why.
Yeah, she has the goal right now set at 19,855, which is basically saying she's received $145.
Right.
I'm going to drop down, guys, because I don't know anything about other than what I read on Google. And I just wanted to let you know what I just researched and
Well,
found.
that.
I'm
So
not
No, I
knowledgeable
appreciate
either
enough
way,
it.
it's just
to
either way,
contribute.
that's a
So,
lot to be for a quote unquote retainer because I mean I've paid for attorneys in the past and they take a retainer fee and then you just pay for those expenses over time. You don't pay for all that up front. So that's crazy.
But as well as like OG told her, OG was like 20K ain't touching this. You're looking at 100,000 plus if you really think you're going after 5 people.
Someone said, Grandma Kim said, a felon can have a GoFundMe. Go look at GoFundMe's rules and things
Yeah.
like that. They have very strict rules about people having previous past. And if she already
Okay,
has a
so
charge for theft by deception, this would be taking money. And I'm pretty sure if you go to her PO, her terms and condition would be not receiving money from people.
So Sanjel, what is it? 1215 down here in the comments is talking about someone saying something about Kelly being a racist, blah blah blah. That was last night in Mealy's Red Queen's
I
live.
had nothing to do with that. I don't even
That
talk to
was
that
them
woman.
speaking on that, so it's nothing to do with this live. And I've never even seen you or heard of you before.
Wait, who
Listen,
was
I will
that?
tell you this. Mel Red Queen did have a live last night. They have made posts apologizing for it, but they had a picture of you could clear as day tell it was an attorney just by the way she was dressed. But they were saying that it was Kelly and she was fired from being a teacher for being racist. It was a mess. Like, I mean, a
I was
whole
in there,
mess.
girl. I was in there.
I was
I
window
didn't
watching.
watch it.
I was window watching.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't even. I want no parts of this nonsense.
I unplugged for a long time last night.
Well, you might want to go on the other side of TikTok and wait for them to go live and then address it. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Ange. Yeah, because WTF did try to rope me into that on that live, saying about that, and I'm like sitting there listening to it, screaming at my phone, like because I don't even mess with Mel, so don't put that on me.
Yep.
I had no parts of that. I was screaming at the phone, like, "Are Yin's absolutely stupid?" Like, you could tell that's an attorney.
Exactly.
But I will say, I have seen posts from them taking accountability for the misinformation, and that's all I'll say about it.
Yes, and they did last night in that live.
Okay, well that's good. All I'm saying is things haven't been adding up. Even things she said out of her mouth don't add up. Like money stuff aside, money situations aside. And you just people need to ask more questions.
Yes, and you were talking about her little wish list, right? People need to realize that wish list, it wasn't just for her satire.
There's that too.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No.
Unfortunately,
no,
I had to see for my own eyes it wasn't just for her satire. Like, she definitely, I truthfully please, I truthfully feel like this is my opinion on it. She lost her main account, right? She got banned.
Yeah.
She had to make a backup account, so obviously she lost her followers. She, I think, set this all up to honestly rebuild her account. I mean, this is just my opinion on it. And for her to sit there and I'm going to speak for myself. Anybody can go look at my page right now. And there's people in these comments that have even said they followed me. I have 96 followers and I've kept it that way for a reason. I don't give a flying rat's ass about clicks and views. I wanted to go back to a platform with people that I trust, that I could share my life and my kids. I don't need 20,000 followers. I'm not on here to make money. I'm on here to escape the reality of my real life sometimes. But I truthfully feel like she did it to rebuild her account so she could restart doing her satires and making money. But that's just what I see.
True. No, I see that. I see that.
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I just feel like if she would have just owned up to her dirt instead of like trying to justify it all, I don't think she'd have so much of a Nicole, are you worried about legal action coming for you? No, because I didn't do anything illegal.
Ain't that it? Ain't that it?
I've been saying that. She keeps talking about that. You're right. I've said that because I've done. You're right. I've said that because I've. So there's that. I'm not dumb. I know what I can and cannot do.
They're just trying to get you upset, Nicole. Don't let
Well,
that work.
but that's okay, because anybody who's on my page seen that I posted my own boudoir pictures. She wants to complain about her quote unquote nudes being posted. I post nudes being posted. I post my own.
I don't think I'm on your page, Nicole, anymore. I
No,
don't see you in my feed.
you'll just have to re-add me. I mean, I know you. You've been around. Like, if I don't know somebody, like, to say, okay, I've talked to that person, I just don't accept it. Because, like I said, I do want to be able to post my kids and go back to enjoying TikTok.
I understand that.
It's crazy. And, like, like CliffNotes said, she got chastised for, like, saying what she said. And look, she was right.
I tell you what, this person in this comment is on my nerves.
Yeah, it
Same.
must be.
I'm trying to keep up. Who? What are they
This.
asking?
Hold on. Where'd
Because
they go?
everyone,
Well, they're
at the end of the day,
expecting.
everyone can have their own opinion about this. Okay,
Wait a
I
minute.
am not on either side of this. People, I keep saying it over and over because it's just the truth. People think you have to be for WTF to be against Boss Lady. Like, if you go against WTF, you're with Boss Lady. I'm not on either side of this. I think it's horrible that there even has to be sides.
I think this is the person they're talking about, by the way. This whoever Sangle 1215, no problem. I have direct contact with Georgia. I could go there this weekend. What are you even trying to say or prove?
Thank you.
Like,
I love you too,
why?
Shady.
I don't understand why people come in lives and do that. I have been seeing them commenting some crazy stuff down there.
Yeah.
Thank you, JJ.
Well,
Wait a minute, Sangle. Who's calling
Then go
someone
over there.
names? Like, what are you even? Nobody's called anybody names in this live at all. So, can you please explain?
It's all over Mel's crap. That's what I was telling you, Nicole.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with us.
Oh, well, why don't we say something and speak out about it? We say something and speak out.
Not my circus.
For real. God, crybaby shit.
Hey,
Are y'all
Shay.
being good? Are y'all being good?
Trying to.
I am.
Ain't nobody yelling yet, so we're good up here.
It's gonna.
Not good.
So we're good up here. Respect Cliff Notes and Two Cones and Olies. We respect them.
Absolutely. I have third because I was getting text during it, and I can send it to you, Anna.
Okay.
Shay, you need to learn do not disturb. That don't pop up then.
Y'all gotta teach me this stuff.
If you put your phone on D&D when you are recording, like, you'll see your little, like, top bar come up, but it won't actually pop up on the screen. Like, you won't see so and so texted you.
Okay, I'm gonna do that next time.
But no, I appreciate you, Anna, and the rest of the ladies in this panel.
No, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
No, and like, and you know what? Before I get out, like, anybody could tell you, for the most part, I will be very calm. But when I'm pushed, I'm sorry, I get passionate and I'm a little bit louder. And when I scream, people would know.
When I want
people,
yo, Nikki, of you going in somebody else's live and they made a Muppet thing. You think I love it? I'm not throwing out names, but that cracks me up every time.
You know what though? See,
Look,
but I don't let stuff like that bother me.
I was late to Psycho Bunny's live, but I did hear how she kept trying to throw
She
Stewie
said it
under
and
the
dropped.
bus. I did hear
Throwing Stewie under the bus.
Yep.
she was putting everything off on Stewie, and I'm like, no, fucking no.
Over and over after us not to.
I want to clarify right now, because she's trying to say that I'm the one that posted a picture of Stewie. I 100% did not post no picture of Stewie, nor have I told any of Stewie's business, because that's not who I am.
That's right.
Stewie
But
didn't
she
tell him
literally sat
anything
there.
about you.
She sat there and put that all on me. Well, she posted Stewie's picture and was telling Stewie's personal information. No, I definitely didn't.
Well, guess what? You're not the first person she's accused of stuff that didn't do it.
Oh, I know. That's what I told. That's why I was in the chat earlier. I said half of TikTok's been accused at this point.
Yep.
I
That's
think
what I'm
Jesus
saying.
himself may have been accused.
Every day, new allegations are getting thrown. Innocent people are being accused. They're getting smeared and drugged. Then, you're not having full transparency when it comes to the money side. You're literally saying strange men are being sent to your house because of fake ads, and then you're screaming at people to prove it, and then you post a phone call with a strange man, and they go and they proved it because you told them to prove it. And then, like, it's this whole thing is just a freaking shit show. It's a mess, and
So the
people
messed
are
up thing
getting
is,
hurt.
she was asked about that phone call, and she completely skirted around that whole conversation. She said nothing about it.
Yeah, see?
Because, like, somebody, well, what about this phone call? She's like, but you're telling people that you haven't done adult work in a very long time, but you just admitted your last OF was in February, and we all just heard this phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely stuttered. Yeah, she did. Wicked. She did completely ignore the phone call question. It was, and then she just switched the subject.
She dances around everything.
And that's the
Everything.
thing. Why lie? I'm sorry, Shay. I talked over you. What'd you say?
That's been a thing for a while now. That was one of the first things I noticed about her. When you ask her something and she knows that you know the truth, she dances around it on everything.
Yeah.
And it's always somebody else's name being brought up.
Yeah. No, it's
Well, just
true.
like somebody just said in the chat, didn't she ask her daughter what mommy does for a living and about her
Something. Yeah, she 100% did that, and I'm sorry, that was absolutely disgusting.
I said that last week too, and I said that last week too.
This is my opinion, y'all. Nobody else's, okay? My opinion. I saw her, okay? My opinion. I saw her. She used to come here in my lives and get in the boxes, and I supported her. And I've said that, like, I've supported her. I saw her going around to every different platform, and she would do the same thing. She would get in the boxes and she would say it. She had support from everyone. And she would always say, like, your drama is not my drama. I'm friends with everyone. She made sure she feared because she's sitting there, and she was supporting certain people at that time that had done some pretty horrible things, in my opinion, right? And I know this is just me, like, somebody that can be friends with everyone and sit there and say, "Oh, I'm your drama is not mine. I'm not part of the drama." I watch out for them. That's just something I live by, my own preferences in life, because I've learned. I think it was like what is it called? The scammer kit, right? Because
Yes.
you wanted support from every group. And you got it. And then when people start asking you questions, you start screaming, "Where was the outrage when this happened against me? What about my mental health?" Honey, you had everybody's support, and they are allowed to ask questions. Questions are not a bad thing. Because again, if you have nothing to hide and you are telling the truth, you should be allowed and be willing to answer these questions. You shouldn't be dancing around stuff at all. Putting false jackets on people is not okay. Sorry, what?
No, it's not. CliffNotes, when did she first come around? Like, everybody, do you remember first seeing WTF? Because I'm actually curious to see what everybody says.
Well,
January.
look, somebody said
January?
Yeah.
Somebody said she was in Mandy's lab asking for money before too.
I'm just
What?
curious as to when everybody remembers seeing her, because February, January. That is my whole big thing about this. So the only reason I really ever came across the only note was me, Krista, Happy Mummy, and then WTF came in, and them two were talking about addiction, and I let them have a platform, to speak. And she's like saying that all this stuff started on January 23rd, and she's talking about that whole video, and because she did blame me for the video, but I'm like, wait a minute. That video was posted on Twitter November 7th of 2024. I didn't even know who you were. That's what makes no sense, because she's trying to make this like, I thought for sure it was just this year she really started to come around.
Yeah, I remember her in January because I was like live streaming Boss Lady, and that was the very end of Boss Lady. I guess it was about Christmas time, like right after Christmas is when the Ronnie thing happened, and that's when Boss Lady, everyone started knowing Boss Lady. So I would
Yeah.
say the end of
Ronnie was
December,
literally.
very of January.
What was Christmas this year?
Wednesday, right?
I think so, yes.
Ronnie was that Saturday because I went to he was that Saturday because I was
Saturday after Christmas.
And I questioned one time, I was like, why is this girl never at work with all those videos she was making? I'm like, people have too much time on their hands to be making 10 videos a day, 12 videos a day. Like, now I know. That's how she got them Christmas presents, y'all.
Oh my gosh. Listen. I'm not even diving any more down that rabbit hole. But like I said, CliffNotes, I appreciate you. Ladies, I appreciate you. I'm going to get this little munchkin of mine off the video game in the bed.
All right, thank you.
I'm not going to forget my kid at school, unlike somebody else.
Or leave them in the car. Did you hear in Psycho Bunny's live, she said she left her kid in the car for 45 minutes?
Yeah, she most certainly did.
Yeah,
she said, there.
Okay. She said, I'm going to get off. I've been standing outside the car and left my kid in the car for 45 minutes. Like, what?
Yeah, unfortunately. So
I was still laughing over Nicole dropping like she
I'm
did.
well, I said what I had to say and I left. Okay, like I did stop putting something on me that has nothing to do with me. And also that account, that Twitter account is gone. But anybody who's seen it before it was gone, that dude posted multiple other women doing the same type of thing. So it wasn't just her. It wasn't just her. There was multiple videos, and every video he had tagged with the hashtag OF.
Oh my
He needs
gosh.
a refund. She needs to give that man
OF.
a refund.
I truthfully believe she knew that video was up there, but when it came out, she got it taken down. Again, my opinion, nobody has to agree with me, but that's what I think happened. Retract it and scrub it off the internet. But it is what it is,
Well, we've seen this. All of us in here are traumatized after this.
But
I mean, what's that song called? Black hole sun, won't you come?
You know what,
I mean, that's
Taylor?
what's...
Anna, I love you guys. I am done with Taylor, and I can't do this tonight. Love y'all.
Love you, bye.
I just want to say two things, actually. There was a comment, and so I'm just repeating it for knowledge. Psycho Bunny didn't have that live plan. It just happened. And I agree with that because Psycho Bunny was here. I don't think it was a planned thing. And I see, Wicked, your comment. It said to Nicole, she said she never had Twitter, that someone made that account. That account was before those posts were before, dated November 2024. They were before she ever came to this side of TikTok. So, yes, if someone else did that, absolutely. Someone else could have done that. None of these people on TikTok on this side of the community did that.
That was her advertising.
A lot of people use X to advertise for OF. A lot of people. It's not uncommon. That site over there is very rated R.
Tell you what, I'm never gonna look at dry rub on my deer meat again the same.
I'm telling you. I won't never wear another tie in my life. You hear me?
I cannot.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it, guys. Like I don't I've said it. I don't agree with that side of it either, but I don't I
Sometimes you,
also I want to put this out there. I hate when people give others ammo. I just hate it. Like when people give it to them.
I
That's
just
all.
want to clarify that it's not about the OF pictures for me. I
It's
don't.
not. I would
It's not about the OF pictures. If I had the body, I might take pictures too. However, you're sitting here lying to everybody and you are a certified escort and you're lying to people to get money.
to get money. And then anyone that says anything, what do? You do your hardest to paint them out to be a liar.
Right. And then the whole missing person thing, that really pissed me off. And then the poking at somebody's essay or trauma, like I said, I don't side with Boss Lady. I've never even talked to her. I don't care for her. You just don't make fun of somebody's trauma. You don't know if it's real or not. Who are you to judge that?
You don't.
Somebody's trauma. You don't know if. And I heard the phone call with the daughter, and the daughter
Oh.
said the story before. The daughter said the story before that so-called DM message came out.
Oh, so she had proof that it actually happened and said it was a lie?
I'm
Oh,
telling you,
so she is
all these
lying.
little messages, all these little messages she claims she's getting, there it's fake. It's a setup.
Wow.
I have no doubt it's a setup. The phone call, the text messages from the text now number,
Yeah.
the so-called TikTok message about Boss Lady took somebody's trauma story
Yeah.
and ran
Okay.
with it.
I
Like
just wanted to
why
clarify.
ran
Okay.
with it
I
like
just
story and then hurry up and run over to Kelly.
within a day. Within a day.
You
Yeah.
know, like that doesn't even make sense. But
That
the
to
phone call
me
was
didn't
already
make
done.
sense. That didn't make sense. And it's also like, I'm sorry if I'm glitchy. We shouldn't be glitchy.
Exactly.
If people lie about that stuff, then guess what? They're a shitty person and they'll get their karma. They will. But you
Yep.
can't sit here and discredit trauma, somebody's trauma. You literally have proof that it did happen from a family member and say they lied. That's fucked up. I'm sorry, but that's fucked up. I'm sorry, but that is fucked up.
When I called that out, her and another girl that made a video tried to say, oh, well, in a previous video, she said she's never been. There's a lot of people that don't want to tell the public that they were essayed.
No.
You know,
That's nobody's place to do besides that person if they chose to do that.
yeah.
Glitch notes. Oh God. I'm sorry. Am I still glitchy? I hope
I
I'm
don't. You
not.
kept cycling, like repeating certain things y'all said.
I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm getting reported. I'm sure of it. I knock on wood, but I'm going to tell y'all
Like,
getting reported. I'm sure of it. It has been since last year was the last time I had comments get reported the way I had comments reported today.
facts.
Um,
I'm still waiting for my appeals to go
oh,
through.
mine got denied. I literally said, I do not lie, and I put clapping emojis because it's something she did, because she called put clapping emoji, and I said that I see who you are. I see that your heart is ugly. And that's what got reported.
Miss Street, I'm not sure who you are. What's your favor? I don't do things like that now. I
That
don't even
is
like hot dogs no more.
that is fruit.
Oh, you're my baby fruit. You're my baby fruit. I never had problems with her. In fact, before she disappeared, her and I spoke privately. She was going through some stuff, and that's why I knew, like, it wasn't her. Like, it wasn't her.
I know.
I've missed you, Fruity.
Her and she appreciates it. I know it. Send me a message. I will share her and she appreciates English said, I understand her name came up again. I did not send Kelly 1K. I am not donating. I think they were talking not about the GoFund, but about the whole thing with the Megan and TaylorMade's live. That happened back in February. Not about the GoFundMe. People were just wondering. What did, I don't know. What did, I don't know. I don't want to put words in people's mouth. Um, I guess there was discrepancies on whether it did or did not happen.
Something about she wanted, from what I've gathered, from what I've gathered and what I saw, English was willing to pay that she is stating that one of the girls made a racial comment in. That's been like months ago, to my understanding, I thought. Stating that, to my understanding, I thought.
Go.
And I don't want any parts in it. Yeah. So that's all I know about that. Sorry. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, not on break.
They stress me out. They stress me out. And we got all these new hires and they're stressing me out. I feel like I applied for a daycare. A daycare. I don't think she, let me text her.
I'm trying to see if Fruit has messaged me. Okay, so yeah. Seven. Just wondering if she's one of them. Because that's what people were asking. I didn't ask it, just for the record.
They wanted to know if you sent money for the putty cat. I swear, I'm gonna act right tomorrow, y'all.
You did say earlier you were going to act right tomorrow.
Yes, I'm gonna be okay tomorrow.
As soon as I see it, I'll go look at my message. Not my type of hype. Well, thank God. Yes, she was paid. Okay, thank you. That's all it was about. I appreciate it. And I did say, you know, normally if you say you're gonna pay somebody, you do it. So,
Lisa.
Oh, she's live again. Oh, she's live again.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been a whole hot mess, I think.
You think?
Yeah. She's done 4 different lives. Lisa.
Okay.
4 different lives
Wait, what
since I've
happened?
been
I thought you were supposed to
Lisa.
go to work tonight.
Man,
She wasn't going to go to work.
Well, she was crying before that she was just gonna call and quit because of the people at TikTok wouldn't give her $30. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's all TikTok's fault that they didn't pay money for her, and then she said she delayed her coming into work till 5 p.m. And now I guess she didn't go or she went for 3 hours. I don't know. I think she's been on a couple times since I've been on, so yeah, we made her quit, y'all. It's all our fault.
we
That
made her
fake
quit,
fake job,
and
right?
Kelly, who had to call out for 17 days when she works from home.
I can't.
Shay.
But but you
We
did
are
you
such
notice?
bad girls.
I don't know if you were in here, but you
We
did
are
you
such
notice?
bad girls.
I don't know if you were in here on a live and said she's had to take off 10 days because of this. And then Monday she puts the GoFundMe and it says I've had to take off 14 days and Sunday was Easter. And it's just like the math doesn't math. It just doesn't math. Now it's 17 days and it's Wednesday. So Monday was 14. So it would be 16. You see what I'm saying? Days are just
Yeah.
getting added.
And we're some bad girls if we're making people take off work.
So it would be 16. You see what I'm saying? Days
Yeah.
are.
Wait, did anybody catch the live where she's in that guy's house, whoever's house now? And she's talking about I ain't ate for 3 days. And he says, I told you to tell people. It was so funny.
He
I
was
Yeah.
love
telling on her.
it was so funny.
I think
Yeah.
somebody said in the comments it's her uncle's house.
He
I
was
Yeah.
love
telling on her.
it was so funny.
I think
Yeah.
somebody said in the comments it's her uncle's house.
It's been like
I
bamboozled to
heard
let her
that it
in.
could be.
That's
I heard
Uncle
it could
Roy,
be a
y'all.
neighbor. I heard it could be a neighbor. And it could be. And, the fact that he doesn't drive, she's going to be wanting Ubers every day because, she has so many places she has to go to.
Her new job will be a caregiver.
But remember, she can go get a free bus pass. Don't send people on TikTok your money, y'all. Don't. There are.
She said she had a bus pass. Now,
She
how
did. She did. And then it didn't. And then, when she needs money, she'll use that as an excuse, right? There are many good causes if you have money to just throw around that you can send your money to. Don't send it to people on TikTok. Just don't.
Please don't.
She
because
showed, did y'all see? She showed where the clinic gave her take homes, apparently. It was a
Yeah, she
red
showed it.
liquid.
yeah, she showed it,
I
but I
saw it.
think that she gets take homes for her weekend, like because they're closed. And I think the clinic she goes to, don't quote me on this, but I've heard think they're closed on Wednesdays, so she gets a take home. It's not a privilege bottle. They're closed, so they give it to you because you wouldn't physically be able to go there because they're closed.
She kept saying it's a
See,
privilege.
That's a
Privilege
privilege bottle.
bottle.
yeah, that's not, I thought it was like,
Add,
so
we're adding it to the kit.
I'm
LOL.
learning. I'm
Ashley
learning.
and Alexa. But seriously, don't send people on here. There's actually some really good charities that you can send your money to. Hey, you can find a local missing person and donate to that. But make sure it's a legit fund, not just like people fundraising. But there are like actual like um nonprofits that are legitimate. Just a little research.
No, there's no way she had anything left from the weekend.
And that's another thing she was trying to tell people like, oh, if you're clean, you get your weekends and then they give you your Wednesdays. Well, they always give you your Wednesday because that one is closed on Wednesday, the one she goes to. So, you know, just
That was a lot of liquid in that bottle. Mm, mm-mm.
I don't know nothing about that. So,
Me either. It just
I don't
made
Me
want
me.
to
either.
I don't want to speak on it cuz I don't know about it. I just know that I saw her. I don't know if it was, I think it was yesterday. I haven't been watching all of her lives, but I think I caught one of her lives and she could barely keep her eyes open. And she was trying to say, so her lazy eye had come out, which normally comes out when she's pretty, high as a kite, right?
Yeah.
She was trying to say that her lazy eye was because she needs her blood pressure medication and her blood pressure was high. That's why her eye was going that way. And
Oh God.
I never knew she was on blood pressure medication. Did that just happen? Is that
I don't want to laugh. I don't want to
a new
laugh.
lie?
No,
No, you're not
she's
trying to
been
laugh.
saying it. She's been saying it for a while.
Oh
I
God.
just can't.
She's been stop.
She has been saying it for
She has been saying it for a while. She uses it as a crutch. I don't know
I'm
what
about,
the crutch. I don't know
I'm
what the
about to
right.
start staring at my husband to make sure his eye don't get fucked up.
And if she gets a headache, I swear to God.
I can't. Can't.
Oh my God.
Really quick was like the night before she got thrown out. She was like, "Bet I won't be on the streets. I have a ton of friends. They won't let it happen." And then she's like, "I had to sleep with my face on the concrete."
Nuh-uh.
I swear, dude, she did say it.
Oh my goodness.
I was like,
Hey,
"What?
did
Where's
y'all
your friends?"
see that the lady that does the puppets? Did y'all see she was in the hospital? What? I don't. Her face is all bruised up and everything.
I didn't.
I don't
I
follow her. I
unfollowed
don't
her a
think.
while ago.
Yeah, I don't. I did too, but I saw a video.
I didn't
Somebody
see.
post.
Oh,
That's what
car
she did.
accident
I
with
don't
her a
think.
while ago. Didn't
Somebody
see.
post.
That's scary. So, I want to answer this question. Did I see Mandy's Q&A and what did I think? Yes, I was there. I saw it. I personally think it was like rehearsed. I was repeatedly asking questions and her mod was Laura, I believe, was tagging me telling me to grab a box, and I told her I can't. I'm at work. So I didn't get to go into a box, but the same thing that I'm saying about WTF, when you raise money online and say it's going towards something, you should show money in versus money out for full transparency. And I kept saying to my comments, I said it over and over and over again, like, you, if you ended the Toys for Tots donations, you should have pinned a video and made that very well known. But she didn't. She made a big fuss in the beginning of January about why people were bringing up her gifts and why it was a big deal. And the only reason people are bringing it up is because she had said she was donating her money to Toys for Tots and Christmas had passed. So there is 6-7 weeks of donations that are just missing in the abyss. And I know she posted the animal shelter. Like, I was more concerned about those 6-7 weeks for Toys for Tots. I know she donated 300 to the animal shelter, but again, like I said, show how much money came in versus how much money came out. Then you don't give anybody a minute to even question anything, you know? And I just feel like, don't raise money on TikTok or the internet, period. But if you're going to do it, people will ask questions, especially on the anti-scam and beg talk side of things. Like, that's just, that's literally what we're here for, right? Like, all of us see it and whatnot. And it's just not okay because people do get over on each other. People get scammed. So that's my thoughts on it. I would leave it all alone. Like, I would leave Mandy's stuff alone personally. I haven't truly been much. But my only issue in thing that I will still talk about is that Toys for Tots donation. And that's my thoughts.
I agree. I agree with you. And is this the Laura?
Hey Sandy, confirm. I think it is. It's her moderator. And even the Walmart receipt, I even said, okay, the Walmart receipt is cool, but there were like hundreds and hundreds of dollars of donations after the Walmart receipt. And like I said, it's about 6-7 weeks worth of time that is just not even being spoke about. And that's when I'm saying, like you can't just say all your gifts are going to a charity and donate once and then keep the rest. Just and for the
Or
record, she's the one that said she was donating. Nobody forced her to say that.
What is Reaper collecting money for? Why is everybody collecting money?
you know
Don't
who
give
ain't?
your
I'm not
money.
collecting money.
Don't give your money away, y'all. Because
Mark's
I'm
safe
telling
from
you,
collecting money.
if you don't give it up, then you don't have. And I get it too. Some people want to like support people and give them money. Scammed, you're going to be like, oh, then you don't have. And I get it. Like, they want to feel special, and I get it. Some people, they go to social media because they're lonely, and I absolutely get it. Whether it's just their mental health as a way to meet people and interact. Like, a lot of things in our world has changed since like the pandemic happened, right? Or maybe your health issues keep you online more than in person type thing. Anyway, my point is, a lot of people think that they have to buy friendships, and I'm telling you, it'll never end right because those people see you as a transaction, not as a friend. Money should never come in between a friendship.
Hey, I want to clarify something just so there's no confusion. We are not saying that Reaper is collecting money. I think there was a confusion in the wording. What they were meaning to say was like the super chats that she gets. She's not actually like collecting money for anything. Does that
Gotcha.
make
Yeah,
sense?
I was reading that.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't.
We're not saying
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, for
collecting
sure.
money. We're talking about the super chat she gets.
Gotcha.
Please and thank you.
Well, ladies, I'm glad I got to hang out. It's time for me to go back into hell. So
Well, enjoy.
I will be listening. And I hope everybody stays good and has a good night.
You too. Have a good rest of your shift.
I'm sorry. I was on mute real quick, but thank you for coming. And yeah, I hope your night goes good. I'm not going to be on here much longer either.
All
I
right.
think
Y'all take care.
people need to just ask questions. And like I said, just because people have an opinion doesn't mean they're a liar. Just because people have an opinion doesn't mean they're a liar. Nothing. You should ask questions. Not to mention, like, okay, real quick. Not to mention, like, okay, is at like her parents. She didn't like she would go live, but she'd go in a bathroom or something, and then we'd hear the air horn and whatnot. But now that she's at somebody else's house, whoever that might be, she can go live whenever she wants now.
Yep.
And she will. Yes, always ask questions.
Yes.
You're not wrong for asking questions. And don't trust people if they're like, oh, ask this person or that person. They've seen it. They'll back me up. Don't trust it. Because here we heard tonight in this live that there are people who have heard that information and basically said she lied. WTF lied. So, just saying. That's probably why people have walked away. I don't think it's right. I think it's a horrible thing to do to people. And I think it's also even worse to want to freaking use your followers for monetary gain in every way, shape, or form. Like, oh,
Yes.
this is what my content is, but here, buy me the props. And then come to my live and tip me. But oh, wait, no, it doesn't stop there. Not only are you buying me the props and tipping me, I don't like goes to those people that do tip her to her CA and that are buying her props and is asking them for more money. And yes, there's proof of this. And I'm pretty sure if there's one, there's more. And
There's always more.
And then it's like, okay, we need fundraising for this. When you never showed the receipts, now you're asking for another fundraiser. And then I don't know. I didn't see the live she did tonight, but people are saying that she was asked questions and she circled around them. And now she's left. She ran away, which, like I said, normally that happens. People get put in a hot seat.
Yep.
It's like getting paid $2K to go to work. Right. Or, like, think about it. Imagine if you're, like, a person that and you bought stuff from the wish list and then tipped her. That's like buying tickets to a comedy show, buying their props for the show, and then them passing around a collection plate while you're there. Like, that's just
Yes.
it's
It's 100% ridiculous.
ridiculous to me because there are plenty of people on this app that do satire that are really, really good at it and they won't ask you for a penny. It was suggested she does get off the app until all is done for what it is worth. I mean, I understand that. I definitely think she needs a break. People told her that months ago to quit. Um, I personally don't believe. I think she's ruined any case she had. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion on it. I agree with you, Wicked. I hate the lag, Eugenus. Could someone pay my gas, buy my clothes for work? I wish. I'm sorry, Broken Storm. I didn't get to hear it. But everyone should make their own decision. And Betty, I agree with you. That is what gifting is for. If you agree, Christy, I'm glad she took that advice. I truly am glad. But I just think before she got off, she could have answered her friend's questions, maybe showed proof of things. You know what I mean? Um, there's a lot of things, not just with the court cases, but look at the cats. There's a lot of things she could have provided proof that I know I've asked for that like and brought it up a month ago because that's how long it's been. I agree, Candy. That's just so sad. Ago. I'm catching up on comments. I didn't see your commentary, so she might not have. I'm talking about W right now. I know I switched from Lisa back to her. And like you had to pee, so I am just reiterating like she did try to weaponize people and go to them to, I guess, support her on the back end. And that's basically what she's doing. I feel like she tested the waters until she just went like, whew, 20K. Like, people just have 20K sitting around for some TikTok beef. And I get it. If your real life is being affected, nobody's real life should be like get affected from this app. You need to protect your peace. If that starts happening, I suggest you delete this app and you go file the report you need to file. It ain't worth it. Don't sit there and continue to make a bunch of videos and do satire on that person if they're affecting your real life and making you feel in danger. Spare change? I'm sure there's more that's coming out, but like I said, you know, it was restored. Oh, good, Shay. I'm trying to see what I missed. She doubled down on everything in Psycho Bunny's live today. See?
Deactivated her account or whatever.
Well, someone said it
It's
was
weird.
suggested to her. That was suggested to her to do. And she should have did that back
Oh,
in
I agree.
January when she got the first text.
Right,
But
exactly.
like I said, she's falsely accused someone. Okay.
Yep.
She's has proof. She had a phone call with somebody's family member, had proof that something happened and got on lives and made videos that she lied about it, had even someone else DM her and had proof that it was a lie, but she had proof from a family member, that's not true. Like, that's something that's just vile and disgusting that no woman should ever do. And I'm sorry, I'm the type of person too, when I find out that you've lied about one thing, I question everything. If you're going to lie about one thing, what else are you lying about? Why would you need to
No, I
lie about
agree.
someone if everything else you're saying is supposedly true? Now I'm wondering about everything.
No, I
You
agree.
know what I mean? It's just, that's just how I am. And she hasn't been a parent when it comes to money and things. Speaking with kids is the limit for me. Absolutely. You can't control who reaches out to you, and I've said that. You can't. But you can control you stopping it right then and there. You absolutely can control that.
Yep.
Because I will say, Boss Lady's daughter did come into my live last week. And I didn't know it was Boss Lady's daughter. And someone pointed it out to me, and I was very nice to her. And I just hearing about her personal family's details and traumas online from hearing complete strangers. She shouldn't have to hear about that stuff. It's just, people are losing their sobriety over this. I know that for a fact. People have lost their sobriety over all of this. Like, it's going to continue to just snowball and get worse and worse. It's never going to get better.
Nope, I've said, well, you know what? Actually, now it should stop because she's deactivated her account or whatever. So now there's no reason for any of it to continue.
Hey,
So it should
Tracy.
stop.
I agree. It should stop. But let's also now remember, like, people's real lives are being affected, okay? People that are innocents' lives are being affected. And that's where it's wrong. And,
Agreed.
I also agree with you, Candy. She claimed she was scared, but she continued to poke the bear. I get it.
But that bear poked back too. So that bear's just as much at fault. It goes both ways. They both had a hand in this. I'm not saying what one did is better than the other. I think they're both equally wrong.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I agree, Wicked. I pray for everyone involved. I hope no one else loses their sobriety. I truly involved. I hope nobody do. This app, it wasn't made for her. It just wasn't.
I came here to watch funny puppy videos. I'm not even joking. I ended up
Have
here.
you seen the AI animal ones? I gotta send you a couple because they're funny.
No, I haven't. Yes, please do.
I will. That's why my friend group is this. I'm telling you. I swear, if I had drama, like a lot of people I see on this app have drama, I would be on this app say that. But when I tell you,
This app is literally just an app to me. Some people do take it seriously, and I get that.
I do. Ashley and Alexa, you said I don't understand how Nicole inserted herself into this mess. I think she got inserted because, oh my gosh, I got my first puzzle piece, y'all.
Oh, snap. Oh, by the way, Lisa's live again.
Oh, probably.
in case you were wondering.
And I did see that T car. I think Nicole got involved because her name got brought up during a live. And because of all of that, a friendship was affected. And I hope they can fix things because friendships shouldn't be getting lost over this stuff. They just shouldn't. And when I say a lot of hurt is going on, like there's a lot of hurt. I've heard things that it's not my place to put out, and I'm not putting it out. And when those people feel the need to put that information out there, they can, because it's just not my business to. There's a lot of hurt, y'all. Like, and I mean that, behind all of this. And I'm only just trying to shed light to the stuff that doesn't make sense, and like stuff. And like, where's the transparency? Where's the receipts?
Apparently, WTF made a long post on YouTube.
Let me look.
Okay.
I don't even think I follow her. I blocked her. But I don't know if I did on YT. I'll look.
Okay.
And that's another thing. I think she said when she made a couple videos towards me that I lied on Mandy. Or it was Outlaws lied on Mandy. And I co-signed it. No, never lied on Mandy. Two things can be true. Mandy did request Outlaws, but it was after the fact that like Outlaws was looking, and Mandy did request, but after Outlaws stopped looking, so that happened. So why that would need be brought up, I guess anything to try to discredit me and call me a liar. But okay, I blocked
Well,
her,
sure.
by the way. She didn't block me, I blocked her. And I take pride in my blocks, y'all, because I barely block people. I do miss the fun TikTok. It's long. I'm looking it up to see if it's even worth it, if I can even find it. Because I don't know if I'm. There we go.
Hi, Crystal, new mama. Hi, Crystal, new mama. I said hi.
That was a lie too, being me.
Yeah, it was.
Hi, Crystal, new mama. Bye.
Oh, I just saw you say hi and bye. So, Crystal.
Because, or is it a post? Oh, I see. Oh, it's a couple posts. Okay.
Playing victim per usual. Okay, here we go. 23 hours ago, she shared her. Well, a day ago, she shared her link tree. And then 23 hours ago, she shared. I can show it if y'all want me to. She shared her GoFundMe. Um, I didn't see this. I can read it, but it's long.
We can all go look after the live if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what else. 9 hours ago. Let's see how long this is. Oh, she's talking about OF and escorting are not the same thing. We know that. Like, we all know that. You were posting on your OF 2 months ago and doing other things within the last 6 months. Like, it's just wild that that's even being talked about.
So there's nothing recent?
She said, okay, people, this was 9 hours ago. There is recent, but I'm just working up to the recent. I'm skimming over the good parts, right? She said that she can't speak on certain stuff publicly, but numerous people know the truth. Why is the GoFund set to 20K? Because that's the full amount it would cost me for the other 4 women who jumped on the bandwagon with BL. I have already paid. That was 5K out of my own pocket that I had intended paying my rent up with. No one should ever go through this over a stupid app. So delete the app. That's just my opinion. But okay. I had intended paying the app. So however, I had only put 5K as the goal. They would have ran with, that's not enough to do all that against 5 people. So it would have been a lie then too. Do I expect to raise 20K? Absolutely not. I don't even expect to raise 5K, but I'm trying to get as close as I can to it because I don't have money like that. Here we go. Scammer kit, get it out, open it up. I am a single mother. I don't get financial help. I don't get child support. What money I have is the money I earn myself. Same with me, boo-boo. Same for me, boo-boo. You ain't the only one. What money I boo? Same for go through the whole list. Let's see. Whether it be by OF, TikTok, my full-time job, or my legal self-owned business. But again, if I had to escort again due to my kids needing something, you bet your ass I would in a second. I take care of my kids no matter what.
So did she take it down or no?
I don't know. I'm not
I
reading
mean, the
comments right
GoFundMe.
now, guys, by the
Okay.
way.
What?
I don't know. Last I checked, I'll check after this. I didn't
Okay.
see it taken down yet. Hold on, please.
Diva Rebel said it's still up.
It's still up. I'm sure it's going to still be up because she's over, obviously. She's not on TikTok, but she's obviously posting about it recent as of a couple minutes ago on YT. And I'm about to read her new one. I'm just skimming over this.
Lisa's live again in case you're wondering.
For those of you saying I brought this on myself, how? By doing satire and comedy?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The end of story. Stop. Yes.
How come there are so many other people on here that do satire and comedy that are not dealing with this?
Oh, oops.
Oops. Like, am I the drama? Sorry, guys, I'm being petty.
Common denominator.
Common denominator. I will also say this little community over here didn't start having the drama that it's having since certain people came around. Yep, I said it. I said it.
Anybody need to catch a plane? No? Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah. People quick to catch a plane. Anyway, those that know, know. Those that don't know, right?
Right.
Let's see. I guess she's talking about people that have been commenting all over her prior videos and lives wanting her to satire this person or that person. or for her to say this or that. A few of you have broke my heart, pulling on them heartstrings, because I just see how fake y'all are and have been the entire time. But that karma will come back on you, not me. For those of you with smart ass remarks, oh, this must mean us, about my GoFundMe, or how you've lost respect for me because I made one, what would you do if this happened to you
Get
or
off the app.
your
I would I would
daughter?
I would delete the app. I would
Same.
get off the app. End it.
I would get off the app. If I knew I had an OF and I was escorting, I wouldn't be posting calls with my Johns. I would not be posting my children if people were texting me. If people were texting me, I wouldn't invite them on 5 separate occasions from what you've shown to come to my house and then cry and said that they threatened to come to my house. I also wouldn't post a million videos per day at the very people that I'm in fear of. I also, if I knew I had an OF spicy page, which if you do that, like I have friends that do that, have OF. Get your coin, honey. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't sit here and lie about it and yell at them and tell them you don't do that. It's been years, and tell them to prove it, and then they prove it, and you want to cry. You want to cry. I told them to, technically.
So, if I knew I was doing something and I told someone to,
Any paywall.
let's see what else. Um, Poor daughter. Okay. But whereas even the first 5K I paid out of pocket, lying around the house.
What then? Just to tell her to suck it up or that she brought it on herself? It's a GoFundMe. It's optional. If you don't believe in what I'm trying to do, then simple don't donate. I promise you won't hurt my feelings. Okay, I understand that some people don't have 5K lying around to just, go take people that they satire, comedy, not drama, comedy, on an app to court because of the videos they've made to you and whatever you've said that this person has done. I also would delete the app. It's just not worth it. Also, I probably wouldn't. This person has done worth it to court if I did need help, because I tend to like I would love. Did y'all see it was like really viral last year? It was like a year-long cruise. Oh, I would love to try that. You get
Oh,
to
I would
go to
love
like
that.
so many places, but guess what? I can't afford it, so I don't do it. You know? So, okay, 44 minutes ago, this is what it says. As of 8 p.m. tonight, 30 minutes ago, I deleted my TikTok account. I have never, and I mean never, seen grown adults act the way I have seen in the last 6 weeks. That's you too, honey.
Neither have I.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
have
she's
been.
pretty unhinged.
Oh, yes. You know what they say, when you have a finger pointing out, there's 4 more pointing back, or 3 pointing back at you, however you look at it. Totally true. So she said, I have been stalked online and in real life, harassed online and in real life. My ex, there is outrage in the but is there outrage in the streets over that? Nope. Only outrage, but there is outrage that I made a GoFundMe to help me cover the initial part of legal expenses.
I wasn't aware that the vast majority of people had no idea that someone needs a private attorney when I have had accusations made against me to people that can snap their fingers and take away my children and my freedom, but that's okay. However, God forbid, I made a GoFundMe with the total amount it would cost for everything instead of putting just a small amount, then it would be, that's not enough. She's just trying to get money. Amount. I'm small, never been anything but kind to and had your back. Shame on you. I didn't ask towards me to and had your back. I am an adult. I don't need anyone's permission. Stop, two cones. I'm trying to get through this with a straight face, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm mute again.
No, you're good. I am not an awareness or commentary creator. I did satire and comedy. Used the gift money from TikTok to help pay my car payment. I don't ask anyone for anything. I've not asked anyone to have my back or speak for me in any of this. Bitch, you just did. Anyway, I am my own person and grown. I can fight my own battles. For those saying I ran to Villain for help, no, I didn't. She had no clue about any of it until last week sometime, and it's been happening. A man was sent to my home when my 6-year-old was there as revenge by other parties. Why is that okay? For the record, that is not okay. I've said that.
Correct. It is not okay.
To all of you that have vocalized your support, you have no idea how much this means to me. I've never seen a more vile group of people that call someone a liar. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe she seriously is typing that out or did type it out.
Oh,
That's
God,
ridiculous.
she typed it out. That calls someone a liar when proof is literally being shown on the screen in front of their faces. Okay, so it's that. I'm sorry, I really tried to get through that without stopping. I really did, because now we can commentate on that one. There's one more post besides that one. So first of all, lie. She says that people are calling her a liar when proof is literally being shown. Hun, comment. People are calling her a lie being shown. Number one. Number two, the proof that has been shown doesn't add up. Like the text messages that you said, that was the first thing. Oh, they're texting me threats. They don't add up. And you waited forever to show those. Look at the font on them. The fonts don't make sense. Just putting that out there. Okay. And she also asked where the outrage was. Everyone's like all up in arms about her GoFund, but where was the outrage when things were happening to her? There has been outrage. You have had people's support for months. You were in my lives. You had my support. I supported you. I even supported your satire. I gifted you.
Same.
I know Two Cones and Elise did as well. You've been in every live, numerous different people's lives I've seen personally.
Oh, for sure.
And
I supported her too. We all did.
she had the support. It is not about people not wanting to support you or saying what's been done to you isn't wrong. We are saying it is wrong. But here's another thing. You are blaming people for these things, but given your line of work, I wouldn't doubt that some of these things could happen from your professions. You can't
like Fruit Cocktail has been plastered and said she's guilty of revenge porn. That was way before revenge porn even happened, so to speak, if that's what you want to call it. Then it was, oh, it's behind a paywall. Somebody got their friend to buy a subscription and sent these pictures all around. Then there was AI pictures, don't know where that came from. Like, my whole point in saying this, nothing added up, and it is not okay. And I've said that tonight many times. Those people putting out pictures, I'm not okay with that. But you also are sitting there poking a bunch of people, going real life on a bunch of people, some like Fruit Cocktail, who is innocent, and you're saying, like, oh, I don't have any of these, prove it. Well, they proved it. And, like, the outrage has been there. You've had all of the support. There is outrage. For you to sit there and ask your support system for $20K, and that's just everyone's faces. You're lying about calls and information just to prove somebody a liar. Who, why do you have to lie on them? Like, why even lie? Just, like, why? And people are saying that they heard the call and you lied. Anyway, that's my response to that.
I think you covered it.
She
I really
goes,
need you to come out of your shell and really speak how you feel from the heart from now on. You're
oh,
really
why?
holding back a lot, okay?
I do. But okay, there's another part of this that I wanted to touch on real quick, okay? She talks about I wasn't aware that the vast majority of people had no idea that someone needs a private attorney when involved in the courts in any way. I understand needing a private attorney, but you done came and told TikTok like 2 weeks ago that you had warrants ready and they were getting picked up soon, but you wouldn't let them go to their places of employment to pick them up. Huh. Do we remember that, guys? Do we remember that?
No, probably not.
Because, like I said, if there was proof that a warrant, if there was proof that a crime was committed, charges would have been pressed immediately.
I would think so.
It hasn't even seen a judge yet. That's what I'm thinking. It is like wild to me, just wild. And I'm telling people, if you're donating to this, one of those people, I've seen their proof. They haven't done anything, and they're not on here making videos back and forth. Okay, and she also said that there was a vile group of people on here. I just find that funny. I just find that funny, you know? And she said, I didn't ask anyone to endorse my GoFundMe. No, you didn't. But what you did do is you would say things, and you would, when people would ask questions, you would say, ask this person, ask that person. There's not one. She counted all the way up like a 4-year-old, all the way to, from 1 to 15 of how many people have seen her proof, and to go ask any one of those people. And guess what?
Why couldn't she put out her own proof?
Right, as of tonight, there are people that were one of those 15 that said she lied. So like I said, I'm going to question everything now. Even stuff I know is true. Once you lie, you're a liar. Period. Point blank. So like I said, I'm going to question, did you embellish things? Like, once you, in the 31 minutes ago, maybe it's a little bit more, she said, also, for those who claim I have a long history of scamming, my middle name does not start with an H. It starts with an R. I am not the only person in the U.S. or even my town with my name. Make sure you know the facts first. opinion, or anyone here, because
No one, I haven't seen anyone say her middle name was H ever.
I don't care what anybody's middle initial
for
is.
real. And I will also point out that when I haven't seen anyone say her middle name,
Anybody's middle.
has also said like her name, her address, her jobs were never a secret. Her house was never a secret. Like, you posted a freaking walkthrough, like MTV Cribs type style video on TikTok showing every inch of your home before. Mind you, there was no massage room, just saying. Anyway, I mean, just stating the facts, right?
I mean, yes, it was
There
put
was
out there.
no professional massage room in the MTV Cribs tour. So, my whole point is she's sitting here saying, but like, you posted it all. It's just wild to me because I've not seen not one time where I saw that it was never a secret. You posted it all. Post her full address. Never, not once. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Don't know.
I have never seen it, but I never looked for it either.
Weenie room. Oh my god, I love it. Oh god. And that was funny. Let me refresh my little weenies. Hold on. I just
The
wish
boom
you
boom
wouldn't.
room. The boom boom room.
Boom boom room.
Stop it.
I never saw anyone post the thing she said they did. Exactly.
And if y'all remember, I don't think she's in here anymore, but when Tootin had come into my live the one day, I even asked her if
She saw any of that stuff back then. And that was like a month ago now, y'all. Okay? A whole month. Like, did you see this stuff happen? And she's saying no, no, no. Like, I don't agree if these things allegedly happened to W. I'm against it. I am. But the things W has done too are freaking wrong too. Two wrongs don't make a right. You're going to get in front of a judge, and the people, well, especially the people that are innocent,
second of all, you're going to get in front of a judge, and I've seen it happen before, especially with people online. They're going to see how much
each party has been posting back and forth to each other, and the judge is going to be like, be an adult. And I've seen it happen. Each party, like, that's what happens, you know what I mean? And you know, we all have opinions. Let me move my little banner. We're all allowed to have opinions. No one should call you a liar because your opinion is of that. If you want to support her, that is your right, and you can do that. But also, when the truth comes out, please know what you stood with. Because the truth always comes out.
Make sure you are 8 toes down.
No one was asking about your finances.
I knew that was going to happen. That's why I clarified.
So someone in the comments said that you were we're sitting here talking about people fundraising and accepting money online, and someone commented that you were collecting money, and we asked what, and no one, and we clarified that you were not raising money for any specific thing. But we weren't the ones saying it. We were reading comments.
No, they were just making a general statement about the amount of money that they used the word collecting
You can
with
come
your
up.
super chats.
Yeah, you can come up if you want to request, but
Yeah,
yeah, they were saying that you were getting money through super chats, but they had said collecting. So I know
so we
Two Coins did
clarified.
clarify that you weren't collecting money for anything. I see you, Barksdale.
Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm pulled over right now. I was driving, but I've been listening. But
Okay.
the thing with Fruit Cocktail is I ruined a friendship by not going to her first. You
Right.
know what I mean? That was wrong on my part, and I still I still feel really bad for that because
I get it. I
the
get it.
things that
Yeah.
come out of it is just trash. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense, and what I don't understand about the whole warrants thing and all that is Fruit Cocktail is right up the road from WTF, right? If there was an immediate threat, being it doesn't matter if she's family or not, she could have a restraining order put on her. But for her to continually go back and forth with her, it's going to show any attorney that there's no threat there. That part doesn't make sense to me. And I've done and said things that I shouldn't have, and right now I'm taking this opportunity to apologize to everybody that I've hurt. Because I went back and forth with it as well, and I shouldn't have. I should have just left it alone. Whenever I was threatened, okay, that's fine, but I wasn't adult enough at the time to just stop it. But this stuff has to stop. She needs to grow up and shut the fuck up if she can't go ahead and do what she's doing with her, her attorney or whatever she's doing on her own dime without asking anybody for that.
I agree.
I mean, seriously,
I
it
agree
has
with
gone
that.
way too far. And, she just needs to say, hey, I was wrong. I'm going to handle this legally if that's what she's going to do. But I don't need anyone's help doing that. The only thing that I ever said about Fruit Cocktail is that she was behind a Judge Judy account. And that's because I really, honestly believe that she was because of what I was told.
Okay.
But all this other stuff, that stuff has went too far, and it's hurt a lot of people, and it needs to stop. I mean, I have lost a good friend, that's somebody that
I
I
know.
really considered a friend, and it hurts.
I understand there's hurt all around. And I do know that Fruit said she was not behind the Judge Judy account, so that's for everyone to make their own opinions about,
Right. And,
And
I'm not trying to change people's opinion on that either.
I know.
I
Yeah,
understand where I was wrong. And I wish that Kelly would get up here and do the same thing and state where she was wrong.
I know.
And just stop what she's doing because it's just making her look bad. But I thank you guys for letting me come back up. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Reaper.
Oh, no,
Thank you
you're
for
fine.
coming.
Not a problem. No, I'm just so tired of people talking about my finances. Yeah, I'm glad that whoever clarified that did,
Two
because
Cones did, yeah.
I'm not collecting for anything. People who do super chats over on YouTube, they do it because they want to. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't ask for anything. As a matter of fact, in every single live stream, I have specifically said, please do not super chat just to piss Lisa off.
Yeah.
I've been in your lives and I've heard you say it. And as soon as I read how they wrote it, I was like, wait a minute, we need to clarify this because this is going to get back and it's going to look the wrong way because I know how people are. So I stopped the live and clarified it.
I appreciate that very, very much. It's like we've got some people in Discord that literally sit there during every live stream and they calculate every super chat. Everyone that comes in.
And they will, because people.
Why do you care?
I know people aren't. They don't like when people are profiting off of addiction.
but I will say, like, I have my own thoughts on that too, but
Right.
technically, I guess super chats are like a TikTok gift, and I tell people if you
Hmm.
want to gift someone, gift someone.
And that's all they are. Like YouTube just started doing gifts, but nobody has noticed it. So, because and I think they started doing it right before, TikTok was bananaed. So they put that on there just in case everybody merged over there. But nobody really has paid attention to them. So they just still do, I mean, super chats and super thanks are what everybody has always done. So, but yeah, that's a good example. I didn't even think about them being just like gifts.
Yeah, I don't know why people. I don't know. Well,
Like why
everybody's
they
nosy, I
care.
guess.
Like they're so mad that I'm making these super chats and super thanks and super stickers and that I actually am a monetized channel. I've never ever hid the fact that I was a monetized channel. I was monetized a year and a half before I found Lisa. I had a platform before I found Lisa. And I don't understand why now all of a sudden it's this big deal that I'm a monetized YouTube channel. I put a lot of work into my videos. A lot. One video can take me 4 to 6 hours to make. And then you've got 2 to 4 hours of rendering. So if I can get compensated for that time through AdSense, then I don't understand what the problem is. Because to watch my content, it's free, 100% free. The ads, and you don't even have to watch the ads. You can skip them after 5 seconds. That's what pays people on YouTube.
And they don't. If I remember correct, a while ago I knew this, but don't they pay like pennies for each
Yeah, they
ad or
don't pay a
something?
lot. They
Yeah.
don't pay a lot. Wicked, I'm not awareness. I pulled myself out of that. I said it a couple weeks ago. I no longer consider myself awareness. I am calling out Lisa. I'm trying to make sure that nobody else becomes her next scam victim. And I'm going to do that with anybody that's scamming people. I don't care who they are.
So I saw a good question.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask because this is what my life's
Sure.
been about. How do you feel about WTF's GoFundMe?
Um, I don't like it. First of all, when I first saw it, it had two names in there that had nothing to do with everything else in that GoFundMe.
I agree.
Because those two people it was put, and I can't speak for WTF because I haven't spoken to her. But I feel like maybe Lisa and Nicole was added to it because the donations would come easier.
Popularity.
I mean, I
Right.
don't think it's a small GoFundMe. It's
It's 20 grand.
$20,000 she was
Yeah.
asking for.
Yeah,
20
that's a
grand.
lot of money.
Right.
And people are seeing that it's for 5 people. If you don't know the situation, you might think Lisa she was named, she was part of them. So you'd think like,
Correct.
oh, this
Yep.
person's taking her to court. I
Right.
get what you're saying. Absolutely. It's like
It
when
was,
people, go ahead.
what was it? It was misinformation for one, but it could have been considered fraud at that point with Nicole and Lisa's names in there. Even
Yeah.
if she wasn't naming Lisa as somebody who has done all that, she put Lisa's name in it. Everybody knows Lisa. Everybody knows what she does. And everybody knows Nicole. So I feel like it was put in there to grab people's attention name in it. Everybody knows Lisa. Everybody.
Thank you, Sparkly.
But I haven't spoken to WTF about any of this, so I mean that's just my opinion.
That's what
20,000. Wow.
it's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot, and yeah,
I mean, attorney fees are not cheap. I get that.
they aren't.
But nobody here asked her to get a lawyer. That's a choice she made on her own.
Exactly. Nobody did.
She has enough evidence to win that case just going pro, like, herself.
But
She's
then
like
why
not
didn't
even having
she?
an attorney.
So why doesn't she? Like, I
I
don't
don't know.
understand. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She throws everything else out there. Just tell what it is.
Because that's what I was thinking about. I was like, you have enough evidence against whoever you're going after to win this case all by yourself. I think it's called pro se.
I do believe that I thought she said she had warrants signed already, so it's just confusing.
Right.
So did she send you all the information?
Me?
Reaper?
What information?
Did WTF send you all her proof?
No, I haven't spoken to her about any of it.
Okay.
I've just been, like, seeing what I've seen her put out.
Okay. I didn't know if you were one of the people that she was.
I don't think she's putting out. I haven't seen anything that she put out that was
I'm not close with her.
incriminating.
I think we've messaged a couple times. I've supported her over here and on YouTube, when I've seen her, but we're not close. So I haven't asked for anything. That's why I'm saying I haven't spoken to her. The only thing, there's been little things that have caught my eyes. And then that whole GoFundMe was just like, what?
No, I agree. The numbers were fake. I agree too. They weren't real numbers, and you can't really prove that was any specific person. You just can't. And I just feel like
I think that none of this should be out on TikTok.
Oh, I agree.
Especially if it's a legal matter. It shouldn't be on TikTok. But that, again, it's just my opinion.
Absolutely. You're allowed to have your opinion. And I know people said they were leaving because you were here. I get some people. I just want to make this clear. I'm talking about what this whole live's been about. I'm not talking about whether you agree.
Right.
Reaper getting super chats based off of Lisa content. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm choosing to do one battle at a time, y'all.
Look, I can tell you for a fact that even if we managed to get Lisa arrested and she disappeared for a year because she's behind bars, I would still make content. I have a list of people that I need to start making content on. But Lisa's so unhinged right now that I can't take my focus off of her. Because I'm afraid if I do, new people are going to start giving her money. So, once she's gone, I'm still going to make content. I'm still going to make money on my channel. That's not going to change. Right. I may take hits in views because it'll take a while for people to get interested in the new people that I'm covering. I am willing to take a hit in views and pay on my YouTube channel just to make sure she gets arrested and goes behind bars where she belongs, or rehab, but off the internet where she can't scam anybody else.
No, I get it.
I mean, it's not, I have a full-time job. So, like, if I take a hit on YouTube, I take a hit on YouTube, but it's worth it to see her off the internet.
I think Lisa just plays the numbers game, honestly. The more new people, the more people she can suck in. It's just a revolving circle.
I've been getting emails all day today. Some of it's like mixed. Some of them I sent her $5. I sent her $10. But then somebody told me to watch your videos, and I feel stupid now. Some of them have said, hey, I was in the chat and I was going to send her money, and somebody messaged me and said, go watch Friday the Reaper. And thank goodness they did, because now I'm not going to send her any money. And it's like, oh, thank goodness.
That's good. Yeah, of course. But I know she's been live a few times today. I haven't watched her at all.
And she has gotten quite a bit of money yesterday and today.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that guy that came into my live chat last night, his grandmother did send Lisa $300 on Easter Sunday. He is in the process right now of getting me the screenshots of the money being transferred. And as soon as I have those, I will put them out.
Wow. That's sad.
It is. The other lady, I can't seem to find her grandson. I don't even know if it was true, but he came in also and said that, or she, that her grandmother also gave $100 on Easter Sunday, but I can't seem to locate that person to get proof. But the other person did email me.
Well, I wish that those stories were actually fake, honestly.
Oh, I do too. But she has a certain target that she preys on, and that's the elderly, the single parents, and the ex-addict. She can play all three of them.
Right.
And it just,
Yeah,
angers me.
She knows how to play the game. She's learned it very well.
Yeah. But she's gotten really sloppy with her lies.
Yeah, you think?
Really sloppy. Like sitting there saying, I have my boss's phone. First of all, you've known your boss 3 hours, but you don't have a boss. Let's just get that out. And then to text Kim using that phone today, not thinking that Kim has that number already programmed in her phone. So when it came up Lisa's mom, oops.
Like I said, I haven't watched anything, so I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Real quick, I did see a comment that I wanted to point out to you. Reporting her lives, like Lisa's lives, if they get taken down, it pushes her out to the FYP when she gets it back.
Okay, because I've actually researched that and did not find any information on that.
Okay, I think I saw a couple people that I trust has said it. Maybe it was Kai. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't quote me, but I think one of them have said it.
Stop. Just don't report her lives no more.
Yeah.
And I'll put out a notice about that.
Yeah, I think that's smart. So, because, I think she banks on that. So.
In Discord. We're in Discord. I don't speak to anybody from here in Discord. I speak to my son in Discord. It's faster to get him that way than texting him when he's in the other room because he has his headphones on. I don't know. I will put out a notice. Oh, Reddit. Okay, yes, you did. And that's when I went and looked it up and I didn't see anything about it. I apologize for not believing you, Kit Kat. Or Cat Cat. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on. Cat Cat. I apologize for not believing you and probably arguing with you. But I will put out a notice both on TikTok and on YT telling people to stop reporting. For not believing you and probably on YT for being pushed out further to the FYP.
Definitely not.
No, that's not, no. Hey, Psycho Bunny, I've missed you. Okay, so I'll put out that notice. And again, I apologize, Cat Cat.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And
Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, thanks for coming and letting us clarify.
No problem. I'm just so tired of everybody questioning my finances and talking.
Yeah, thanks for coming and letting us clarify.
And if you're not paying me or giving me super chats, then it's none of your business. Not you guys. No, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to all the other people that keep attacking me over it, which is weird.
I think anytime anybody's quote unquote connected to Lisa, people are going to question everything. I just
agree.
really do.
I honestly think some of those hens over in Discord are giving her money or gifts. Like, they seem to hate me because I have slowed down the money and I'm going at her so hard. They're so angry with me. So let them be, because hopefully she'll be behind bars soon.
Who only time will tell.
Yeah.
That story will write itself, won't it?
I'm trying. I know that the 3 people that have pressed charges with their police departments, we have taken it to a federal level. Because Pittsburgh people, the threats that Lisa have given have been like on their lives, their children's lives. I can't even put some of these out because they're so bad.
I know Discord does not support Lisa, though. They do not.
No, not all of it. Well, this is in Kim's Discord, so it's weird. I don't know, but yeah.
Who knows? Everything I've seen from that Discord is they literally don't like Lisa at all.
No, they don't like me either, and I don't care.
Well, everybody has their opinions on everything, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so hopefully we get her locked up soon. I mean, right now, the only help Lisa could get is by doing it herself, and it's going into rehab. I mean, she has 2 warrants on her, but they're for charges with shadow, so I don't think they're going to pick her up on those.
They're not picking her up. We've been hearing about that for years now. They're not doing jack shit.
That's why we took it federal. And I've been in contact with the Attorney General of Pennsylvania, and I'm working with them now. So that's where you go. When you can't get anything done with the police departments, you go to the Attorney General and you take it federal. And she's already a felon, so this is not going to go good for her. But thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, wait. How do I get down? I never remember. Can you knock me down? Thank you.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe they can pick. Oh, stop it.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, definitely. How did the topic change to Lisa? I guess because
somebody ran to Reaper and said that somebody in this live was talking crap about her finances, which is not what happened. So she came in to clarify. That's how it ended up with
But
Lisa.
we do talk about it.
We did talk about it.
If we're honest, we talk about it quite a bit.
We talk about all of it. But in that particular case, what was said was incorrect, but we clarified it at the same time.
Yep. But back to WTF, because that's what the whole live was about. I did see. Hi, Sparkly. How are you?
I missed a bunch of people. Hello, everybody, and thank you for all the gifts.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I'm not going to be on here much longer.
Yes, thank you for the gifts.
Yeah, I'm going to jump soon.
Well, thank you. You too. I was interested in hearing her thoughts on the GoFundMe too. So, because that's what this whole thing is about, our opinions, right?
Yep.
And we should have our opinions and be able to be adult enough to have different opinions. That's okay.
Of course.
I forget what I was saying before that happened. Let me go check AC.
Not for nothing, but those hanging lights, I'd like to have them in my backyard. Just saying.
They are pretty.
Shay?
I'm gonna mute you for 5 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're going to mute Shay? Yeah, she's being bad. She's going to go in timeout.
She said tomorrow she's going to be better.
Well, she said that yesterday too.
Oh, gosh.
And the day before that.
Oh, gosh.
No, sorry, that was not a dry bag. Oh my God. I was literally just making a statement. Yes, I have a wish list for the hanging lights. They're for my jacuzzi area. Thank you. Lord have mercy. No, that was not a dry bag. That's funny. I know you were, Mama D. That was funny, though. Shay, you're in charge of the hot dogs.
And I also want to make it clear because I'm like reading and getting sent some. I also want to make it clear because I'm like, I know people are saying, and this is about WTF, right? People are saying that she has a right to, I guess, defend herself of the false allegations. She's put false allegations on other people, innocent people. And I'm not even talking about Boss Lady. Put her out of this situation for right now. Like, people have been falsely accused of doing things they didn't do.
Yes, I have.
And there is concrete proof, whoever that person is, there is concrete proof about her side hustle. Okay? And when I said earlier, talking about pulling on feelings was pulling on heartstrings.
What?
I don't freaking know. People are weird.
Okay.
I don't freaking know. People are weird.
Okay. Well, true.
But did you know? Never mind. Never mind. I'm going to be quiet.
All right.
Who
Fine.
hasn't seen the video? Exactly. There is concrete proof out there what she does. So this person saying that her rates aren't good enough proof that she's doing anything illegal or nefarious. Guess what? And I'm reading that word for word. There is concrete items, multiple exhibits, if you would. And what has been done to WTF as far as her photos, I do not agree with. It's a horrible thing. It's not okay. This whole situation is wrong and has gotten completely out of hand. People are being hurt. People are losing their sobriety. Kids' trauma is being talked about and weaponized. People are lying. And there's proof.
That was aggressive.
People. Yeah, because never mind. People are lying and there's proof that they're lying. People have proof. Wait until I hear the live. Man, it's probably going to piss me off. I'm not going to lie. Because, I said it aggressive because a month ago, I held a live saying that, I don't know, I have red flags here. It looks like somebody is dry begging. So they painted me out to be best friends with Boss Lady. Okay, not true. And I guess I was like some evil, heartless animal hater. Not true. We still have yet to see the proof of how much money came in. If you fundraise or ask for money on the internet, show the money coming in, show the money going out. Don't even give people a second to question you. Full transparency. I'm all for it. If you have nothing to hide, there should be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you should be willing. You should be posting the receipts before people have the chance to ask. Those still aren't up there. And then the 20K, that's just huge. That's just huge. And you know,
We always try to go and get the other side to the story, and I went looking for answers because things did not add up.
tried to go, there is, I went, there's multiple discrepancies, not make sense.
And it's not about being on one side or the other because I'm on neither side.
I'm so sorry if I'm lagging. It says my connection is good.
I'm gonna jump. I'm tired. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you all for the gifts and everything.
Thank you for
Good
coming.
night, girl.
Good night. Thank you for hosting, Anna.
Absolutely. And yes, I will say I did get a lot of stuff from that person I went to. I did. She didn't have to offer me stuff. Oh, awesome, blessed and highly favored. Thank you. Exactly. Like I went to go get a second side, a side, the side that no one has heard. And I think her silence is her power right now. I went and got that side. Before she would even give me her side of the story of this, she's sending me pictures of her family. She's sending me all this freaking proof. Literally offering me phone records, My Life 360 to show where she's been for the last 2 months. Literally, because people wanted to basically allege that maybe a flat tire was involved in this bullshit of a shit show. Nobody, mental health freaking paperwork, I don't need that shit. But that's what it's gotten to. People are saying people are faking shit and lying about this, and I'm not saying she did this, but this happened. Like, it's all fucked up. Thank you for the weenie. So, all I'm saying is, I did check on her and continue to, because I've always done that, and like the people I surround myself tend to like to hear both sides, because sometimes I'll be like, okay, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm thinking, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm thinking. Absolutely. And every voice matters.
Like everybody.
And it started out as a fun dancing trends app. Remember it used to be Musically? Remember how people would always like move the camera like weird? Because I remember that. But yeah, like it's just, I know people say this all the time, like, oh, I want the drama to stop. It's true, but the drama will not stop if you continue to allow certain people to do certain things, because then the next person will want to do it and it'll continue. And then you actually get those people that are unhinged, that just have no boundaries. It's not about accountability to them. It's about freaking revenge. Someone said it in my comments before. A headhunter. That's exactly what they want. You can go and poke the bee's nest, and then you can cry when they come and sting you. Someone said it in my comments before. You can go and poke, are you going back again to poke the bee's nest? Stay the hell away from it.
And that's another thing. There's another comment I just saw. Uh, it says, Anna was one of the only ones who did not turn on me for standing up for my friend's truth. And people were screenshotting people's messages who didn't want to like dox people for someone else to go real life when said that person did it doesn't make it true. You can say things all day. It doesn't make it true. You don't have proof that Fruit did them things. You don't. I haven't seen it. Ashley and Alexa, people were afraid to say anything, and I get it because I feel like there were a lot of people that were trusting of her, and people get bamboozled all the time. It happens. But you shouldn't be afraid. But then again, I get it because I got a lot of flack for that. People blocked me. People talk shit about me. I had a whole video where I got called a liar. I guess I lied on Mandy, over something we've already proved.
Two things can be true at once. Go figure. Wonder why people don't understand that. Person's telling the truth.
Two people can tell the truth at the same time. Two people can also lie at the same time. And yes, Fruit Cocktail is in here. I've advised her to not tell her side. She was going to, because I was thinking maybe she should, but at this point, I don't think she should. She's been accused of horrible things. And guess what? A handful plus of other people
People have been accused of the same damn shit. But it stuck. It only stuck with a certain people.
Does she have proof of who sent the text? She's claiming that certain people sent the text, but there's no proof. Could be anybody. She said she didn't think it had anything to do with TikTok. I don't know what she's got going on in her personal life, but it could be from anybody. Anybody. They could be fake texts too. I don't know. I know when this whole situation first started, and she had a screenshot of a message and of the text thread, because I'm sorry, but it's sad to say this day and age, a screenshot of a text, it's not proof to me, because people manufacture proof. They fake it. That's why I had asked somebody for a screen recording. Guess what? They got a screen recording. They did. And I agree, Anne. She should be allowed to speak her truth. I think she's going to, and she's able to. Like it's gonna come eventually. But I do feel right now her silence is her. I do feel right now.
Think about it. What if I sat here and I'm going to use you for an example, right? What if
Hey, Kat, what if I sat here and accused you of going and texting Two Cones and organizing someone to go to her house and steal all her snacks, and I get on a live and I say Ange did it. She was texting Two Cones and she had people go steal all her snacks. Just because I said you did it, I can show a text that shows it.
I can show all of that. I can show people going and stealing this. And she had people go steal all her snacks. Show all of that. And it's a horrible feeling when everyone says you did something, but
they can't, like, they can't prove that it was you.
not the snacks. I know. I always have to pick on the snacks.
Hey, text messages.
Yeah.
The girl who came up earlier that's now
Yeah.
going on a like Barksdale,
Yeah.
she had shown a ton of texts, supposedly fruit cocktail, saying, I'm behind Judge Judy and nobody knows it. And it's so funny. And I mean, how did that happen if she was never behind any of that stuff? Did she fake those? Or does anyone know? Because she showed a whole bunch of them and kind of led everyone to believe, that was the deal and
So
that they
there
were
was a
like
lot
best
of different
friends.
there's a lot of different texts that have been shown, but they're from like them, but you don't know for sure. If if I'm texting if I'm texting you and you think it's Elise, I'll sit there and act like I'm being Elise because it gets it off of me. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't say who it is, and it,